Hi guys, welcome back to the Humble Gamer channel. I am the Humble Gamer and this is some more of Kentucky Route Zero. As you remember, last time we went on that little sailing trip. We went around a lot of the underwater river and we finally made it to deliver the package to the old telephone company, but we've now lost Conway. Now I don't know what's happened to him, I don't know why it's happened to him, because his arm went weird and I don't remember anything happening to his arm. His leg was already weird, but his arm went really weird. I don't know what happened to that. And he went off with some of those skeleton folks. So we're now with Shannon at Salmon Ida's restaurant. Hello out there, headed up or down? I'm just looking for the crew of the Mucky Mammoth. Yes, ma'am, they stop here every morning. I expect they're upstairs now, and Ida's got the coffee going. I can use a cup myself, it's cold down there. Well, head on upstairs and she'll take care of you. I'll be along in a minute. I don't know how long this episode is going to be, simply because it kind of all depends on how much of the chat, obviously how much of the act is left, but this could be quite a short one in comparison to all the other episodes in this series, so it could just be a tying up, I don't know. So if it's only like 5 minutes, you'll see at the beginning, you'll see at the end of the last episode, but we'll see. I think it'll be a fair bit of talking, so it should stand on its own episode. Let's come talk to these guys, the crew. Just in time, we've already finished eating. We're about to place a to-go order for Clara. She's back on board getting for a show. Take a look at the menu, I'm sure there's something you'll like. Ida's a bit of a local celebrity, for her cooking I mean. Getting frame rate issues on this game. Hey, Ezra was just asking about you. He's around the corner playing a video game. Maybe they know you two are back, or... Where's the old man anyway? Why are you giving me frame rate issues, game? There we go, that's better. Ah, bad luck. You'll get it next time. Hey, you got a quarter? He's almost got this. It's true. Sure, I have 1 quarter. Thank you. So, where's... They took him. Damn, yeah, he really got himself in a situation there. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down. Cool. The food is good here. I think everyone else is finishing up, but you could probably get something to go. Alright, Claw Maestro, let's give it another shot. So let's see what's on top of the pile here. There's a stuffed octopus, a plastic bag full of clamshells, a cowboy hat and some big headphones. Oh, I could use some new headphones. The octopus has a leg wrapped around the boombox underneath it. The shells are pretty clear, but I don't know if the claw can really grab the bag well. The cowboy hat is in the corner, so it's kind of tricky to tell if it's wedged in or not. The headphones might be a good bet, but I can't see the cord. It could be wrapped around something. What are you going to try for? I can get... yeah, what does he want? The octopus, the clown, the cowboy hat? I don't think he wants the clamshells. Headphones, he's got nothing really to... Oh, he's got that tape recorder, hasn't he? Yeah, headphones. I'll try to get the headphones. Good call. I think that's our best bet. Okay, when I put this quarter in, you'll have about 8 seconds to grab your prize. Headphones are on the right, pretty close to the middle. Let me know if you need help lining it up. Ah, God. Sorry guys, I got cut out of the game for a second. I was downloading something in the background and it cut me out to tell me that it had finished downloading, which is good. I'll try to get the headphones. Good call, I think that's our best bet. Okay, when I put this quarter in, you'll have about 8 seconds to grab your prize. The headphones are on the right, pretty close to the middle. Let me know if you need help lining it up. I've got a slightly different view of the field from up here. Ready? Here we go. Johnny says the coin the machine awakens. 8. The claw hovers in front of the left corner of the machine. Push the joystick right. 7. Halfway across the front of the machine. Push the joystick up. 6. Turn the machine. Does this look right? You're too far to the left. So you need to go to the right again. Ah! Push the joystick right. Damn it, I pressed the wrong thing. Back right corner of the machine. Pulls the joystick down. Does this look right? Yeah, looks good to me. Go for it. Timer 01. Push the button to drop the claw. The claw drops, it grabs the headphones. The claw's grasp seems unusually weak on this round. The headphones tumble back out before they can be retrieved. Ah, you were robbed. I guess the house always rings except on Tuesdays. A friend of ours always said that. Never really knew what he meant. Oh well. Hey, listen. Sounds like that old man you're following around. I guess he had to leave. Is he okay? Yeah, he's okay. I mean, I'm sure he could be better, but I don't think we need to worry about him. Anyway, I don't know what kind of plans you have now, but if you need help figuring out your next move, you can always talk to me and Miss Junebug. Just want to make sure you knew that. I'll meet up with Julian when we get back above ground and go back to the museum. Oh yeah, he's your brother, you said, right? Hey, maybe we still have time to poke around this place a little. There's some pretty wild stuff in here. Yeah, this is gonna cause issues now. Conway's gone. I want to get Conway back. I suspect that's part of the thing of Act 5. But hey, did you see this? They keep a table full of fake food over here. I never know why. Actually, I think it might be real food coated with shellac or something, preserved. And oh look, this tentacle-looking thing is half eaten. This is someone's meal they didn't finish. I dare you to take a bite. Haha, you first. No. Yeah, I don't blame you. Sam and I had preserved this half-eaten meal. It must have been pretty important to them, right? Maybe it belonged to someone they care about, like a beloved uncle or a mid-meal stroke, so they kept it in his memory. Yeah, like these sunflower seeds my folks left behind. Oh, I'm sure your folks are fine, though. You worried about them? Yeah, it's weird that they just disappeared. Yeah, listen, that's okay to be worried. You're doing fine. Well, we need to talk about the Conway situation, folks. We need to talk about the Conway situation. Weird, somehow I thought it was his truck and delivery and all. It was, that's what she's saying, but he gave it to her before they took him away. But you're going to deliver it anyway? Why? He's my friend. He needs my help to finish his job. That's right, he's our friend too. Johnny and I will help you unload when we get there. Lift with your legs, Cricket. Yes, ma'am. This must be Ida. So how is everything? How is the sweet cave snail? Devastating, you're a killer, Ida. Well, I can't take all the credit. Sam came across a whole snail colony down there about a year back. And we've been leaving the rock candy for them to gorge on since. We just started harvesting early this month. Yeah, it's all about patience down here. Everything grows more slowly in the dark. There's a fish in Lake Lethe that lives to 200 years and its flavour profile develops at about 75. Got a pot of bones in that's been stewing for at least a week. Don't even remember why I put them on. Kind of think, but I don't remember what kind of bones they are. Oh, we need one for the road. Clara said she wanted, something primordial, she said. What does that mean? Kate reviews the menu. He's showing something from very deep in the lake. Ah, could be. Here, you pick. I'm no good at this. Shannon inspects the menu. Maybe... turn the page. What about... Ah, blind cavefish. That sounds good. Good choice. Your friend will love it. I'll have that right out, sweetie. So off she pops. Ezra leans over the table and furtively examines the preserved food and drink. Prods a half-eaten tentacle. Tentacle is solid and fixed in place. We used to steam those. Juicy, but I prefer them smoked now. Sorry I startled you, sweetie. Why didn't they finish their meal? Well, they had more than twice as much food as they really needed, so even half was too much. This food is about 15 years old. It's true. Things were different then. Nobody came to eat here. We were fighting just to keep the lights on. Sam, my husband, Sam was depressed. He couldn't catch anything. That was part of the problem. Most of what we served was shipped in frozen or dry, and I just threw it in the fryer. We've both come a long way since then. Well, 2 young men came in for dinner, seasoned drivers. They said over 10,000 hours between them in Lake Lethe alone. They've been out all day salvaging parts from this riverboat wreck, and they worked up a fierce hunger. They said they ordered the whole menu without even looking. It was a short menu in those days. I sat them right there and went back to the kitchen. Sam was at the next table doing a Sudoku and drinking malt liquor, his usual routine at the time. An hour later I was cleaning up when Sam came bursting into the kitchen. Ida, he said, kind of frantic, these drivers are still hungry, bring them another course. And I said, they already ordered the whole menu. Sam said, make them something new, keep making up dishes, whatever, or just keep bringing out the food. So I did until the small hours of the morning. I made up so many new dishes that night I could write a book. And it was good, inspired. But I was working so hot and fast at burning edge of inspiration I didn't think to write any of it down, and was so wrecked with exhaustion the next day I knew I couldn't remember what all I'd done in the kitchen. Sam thought we could take a photograph of the leftovers, but we couldn't get the lighting right. So we just shellacked the whole table. Now and then when I need inspiration from the menu, I come and look here and think about all those ingenious dishes I threw together for those drivers. Of course, they didn't pay their full bill. I heard one of them complaining to the other, let's just pay half and let them charge it out to whatever demon in the kitchen kept making up food faster than we could ask for it. But it all worked out. Things have really turned around since then. This place is actually pretty popular now. The success and our expanding menu inspired Sam too. He started bringing back the most magnificent ingredients from his nightly dives. I better get back to work. Stay right here, Sweetie. I'll bring you a treat on my way out. When are we going to talk about Conway? When are we going to talk about Conway? We need to talk about Conway, folks. Got to do something. We can't just leave him with those folks. This must be Sam. Well, buddy, I guess you're the catch of the day. One and only. So what are you? You look like, well, some kind of squid, I guess. Kind of a mopey little guy, huh? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You smell like sort of buttery. Well, that should be just fine. Skin feels like sandpaper, huh? Well, she'll figure something out. I think I'll call you Curious Squid. Welcome to Saturday Night as the one and only Curious Squid. I hope you enjoy your stay. I mean, not too much. You ever seen a creature like me before? You were pretty far down there. Wouldn't be surprised I'm the first, except there were 2 divers who went before me long ago. Well, that was before your time. How old are you anyway, I wonder? They ate here once, back in the bad old days. 2 young guys, could have been brothers, maybe. I was over in the corner with my coffee and crossword. Coffee, nice cover. I haven't been able to catch a thing, so I had just fried out something from frozen. Well, these guys were hungry enough to eat it and asked for more, and they did at least as much talking as eating. See, like I said, they were divers, and like I said, they might have been brothers. That kind of a rivalry going between them or something. I was about to ride up their check, but I slipped calmly and quietly into the kitchen for a minute and told her to just keep bringing out the food. I figured they wouldn't notice, caught up in their boasting as they were, and I wanted to listen. They went back and forth for hours, all about the deep and dangerous dives they'd been on, new tunnels they'd discovered, all the weird creatures they'd encountered, the weirdest depths of Lake Lethe. It was like a dance. No, like a boxing match. Each story went deeper than the last. I listened to every word of it, memorized every description of every tunnel and diving routine they'd discovered. That's my map now, you see. For 15 years I've been using routes those 2 young divers discussed right there at that table. Yeah, I could write a guidebook to the depths of this lake, but I don't dare. Someone would steal my good diving spots, and then where would we be? See, people come over here from all over just to try our daily catch because they know it's unique. Ain't you proud? Since I can't write any of it down, I just preserved that table where they had their meal so I can look at it and jog my memory. Like they were eating pickled crab when they talked about that shipwreck full of salamanders. Pretty clever, huh? It's my own secret code. Well, I'll be straight with you, Curious Squid. There's one feature of this arrangement that I find unsettling. In fact, I lose a decent amount of sleep over it. I told you those boys were competing, right? One-upping each other, I mean. Each getting wilder and more adventurous as they traded tales. Well, I navigate mostly in the dark down there, just going by touch and a kind of mental picture I can construct from their detailed boasts. And every time I explore a new diving spot from those recollections, I have to weigh it all against the risk that I'm headed into a dangerous falsehood. One of those men could have felt for a moment like he was losing ground, their little duel, so he could have slipped a fake one in there. Maybe told a fib about some dive he went on and found a colony of blind shrimp living in a discarded refrigerator. When I get down there, my diving bell cracks open on a sharp rock that where he said the fridge would be, and that's the end of Sam of Salmonitis. To be honest, that possibility puts the fear of death into me every time I touch water. This is such a character-driven game, I love it. Hey Sam, good haul tonight? Well, see what you can make out of it. Yeah, pretty good I think. It's in trouble down by the narrow tunnel. Some kind of fast-growing freshwater barnacle just about sealed it up. I picked away for half an hour before I gave up and went around the other way. But I got the catch of the day, and that's the important part. That's what people travel for. What's the catch today? This is a curious squid. Mopey, sandpapery old squid. I don't know how she'll fix him, but that sandpaper quality ought to do something for, what do they call it? Mouthfeel? You stay for a drink? I've got a dark rum that goes well with coffee. I think we're about to leave, but thanks. Just passing through? Hey, aren't we all? Oh, she's got your food ready. Y'all enjoy your meal, alright? Yeah, this feels like the end of a chapter. Or an act. Where is Conway? Where's he gone?
This world is not my home. I'm just passing through. My treasures and my hopes are placed beyond the blue. Many friends and kin have gone.
She listens to the river.
Before, and I can feel at home.
This game is really, really good. And I'm going to take a moment to talk about it because I think this is the end of Act 4. But even if it's not, I want to take a moment to talk about it because I just love the way it's set up, I love the way it's put together, I love the way they use the music, I love the characterization, the way you can almost influence the story by making choices for the characters that aren't predetermined by the writers. The setting of it, the whole framing of it, the way it looks like a theatre production is so cool. I know that's one thing they said they wanted to do. I was looking on the Steam page and I got it. It's such a good game and I'm so invested in it. I'm quite sad that they haven't brought out Act 5 yet. I can't wait to dive back into it, provided this is the act of Act 4. I think it's time for us to get back on the tugboat though. She returns to the tugboat. That's not quite the end yet. What's happened to Conway? What has happened to Conway? Where the hell has he gone? Have they taken him, or is that some sort of symbol for death? Or no, he would have still been there if he'd died. See, that just looks like a really mess of garbage, doesn't it? Well, that's what it is. I don't know why trash seems to collect right there of all the spots on the lake. It's always been that way. Everyone just navigates around it like it was an island or something. See scraps from the old wood canoe rental shop. Gemini Canoe and Firewood. The place was run by twin sisters, Cassie and Paula, I think. This was a year ago. This was years ago. They used to rent out canoes for tourists, campers, pilgrims, folks like that. They must have had some kind of deal with the distillery. I always see a couple of hard-time boys post up on the dock, peddling small bottles to their customers. Cassie and Paula walked those old canoes to death, wrung every penny out of them. They'd only take one out of the commission when it was truly, demonstrably dangerous. And you couldn't get a refund unless your boat was visibly taking on water. The side business in Firewood was a stroke of minor genius. Yeah, this cluttered place makes a decent local museum. It's as good a history as I could ever tell. We arrived at a small houseboat neighbourhood that sometimes hosted concerts for the pleasure of its residents, where Clara was scheduled that night to perform. Where is Conway? Where is he? What have you done with him? Where's he gone? Are they taking him back? Are they making him do his job? Junebug and Johnny watched a show from the Dockyard with the others. So we're going to watch this then. Act 4, Scene 10. A neighbourhood. Before this scene starts, I want to say this game uses music really well. Oh, a theremin! Lovely instrument. She played at the flower shop, Serrano open. Sorry, I was expecting his music to go longer than that, so I was going to cut myself out of it for a second. She played at the flower shop, Serrano opened. He was having trouble with his tape machine, so he just droned out on the lap steel. Really got into it. Went on for like forever. Everyone was falling asleep. Not everyone. Remember the air was warm and perfumed. You were playing with some pedals you found on the floor, and I was looking at the ceiling. Remember the ceiling was glass. During the week that room was a greenhouse. Don't know where they put all the plants when they had bands in. Maybe outside if the weather was nice. It was nice that night. Warm, smelled like spring. Remember the folding chairs, so uncomfortable, but I guess it was their only option. They had to pack everything up during the week so there'd be room to display the flowers. Wow, look at Ezra, he's wrapped. Ha, yeah, he's really into it. So, we were talking about him earlier at the gas station. Sure, I haven't forgotten, Cricket. Cool, yeah, I know. What do you think about Ezra travelling us for a while? We're in the back. Kind of looking around, people watching. I remember. Bearded guy sitting in a chair with a bowl of chili in his lap. He seemed cool. You were a little put off by the smell of But the chili, I mean, it was obviously spiked. Even in that fresh, fragrant greenhouse, the boozy fumes stung a little. I've heard of cooking chili with a little bit of vodka, but that guy must have made a chili cocktail like a Bloody Mary with beans. Would have been content just to sit in that folding chair and drift on Serrano's lap steel sound waves, but you were feeling restless, so we went for a walk. If I sound hesitant or something, it's just... When I met you, when we met, we were nothing, just these little grey shadows, and we grew and filled in, and we did all that together. Ezra, sure, he's just a kid, but he's already a person. What would that do to our system, our chemistry? We stepped outside into the warm night air. There was a horse tied up in the parking lot. You mind if I find him some food? We wandered between some low houses and came onto an empty street. I got the masters for the new recording back from Lazar. They're okay, but I... What? You listened to them without me? You were at the arcade. I didn't want to throw off your pinball game. Oh, okay. Anyway, there are a few spots where the strings distort a little. The whole thing has way too much reverb, but overall it sounds pretty good. The new drum machine fits right into the mix. Nice. Now the question is how to do it live. I can't control the drum machine and sing and dance at the same time. You got your hands full of keytar. We stepped to a 24-hour convenience store. I remember the radio was playing some old Patsy Cline, right? Was it Connie Smith? The clerk was reading one of those conspiracy/celebrity gossip/Bigfoot sighting newspapers. You bought a small pack of carrots for the horse. Horse ate the carrots slowly and glumly. Beautiful animals, horses. Everyone seems to agree. I think it's because they always look so sad. We got back to the greenhouse just as Clara was tuning up. She relaxed her shoulders, took a deep breath, both her hands into their precise positions. The room started shaking. Clara hit a note that made the glass rattle in a symphony, a perfect 2 octaves lower. She looked like a sorceress, tearing down that building with an effortless wave and incredible focus, coaxing the empty air into some kind of moaning, rattling demon. That was the thing about the theremin. It's the only instrument you can never touch. See a wave of concern propagating through the greenhouse. People looking at the trembling glass ceiling, look at each other to see if anyone else was worried, trying to catch Clara's eye and discern if she was doing it on purpose or not. She was really trying to bury us all in glass. I'm just saying, maybe we could use a third pair of hands up there. Oh? Oh? You think you teach that kid to play a drum machine? Mom, I could teach a dog to play a drum machine. Well, that'll be our backup plan. It was a tense 5 minutes. We, the audience, alternated between fearing for our lives and lamenting hers that could have given her the kind of emotional experience to play this devastating song. Then slowly, gently, Clara's hands came to rest. The theremin was quiet. The glass stopped rattling and the room relaxed, unharmed. God, this is getting haunting now, this game. This is getting really haunting. Oh, back on the river. Moving away from the lake into some rapids, or just another river portal. It's just the river, I think. Met a photographer once. I mean, one in particular. She even took my portrait. I can't imagine why. She said it would immortalise me. That was a metaphor, of course. She meant I'd never be forgotten. She was disembarking, not far from here actually. The film fell out of her bag and was borne away by the current. I was working on deck at the time. She shot me a sad, apologetic glance, but I wasn't bothered. It's no shame to be forgotten. Our passengers, too light, had disembarked at the mail stop by the silo. They couldn't seem to get that old truck started up again, but we managed to roll it off the barge only a minor scrape or two. At the last minute, Clara decided to travel with them for a while. Kate and I said goodbye to our friends, new and old, and the mucky mammoth rumbled on down the echo. So we've got Clara with us now. Act 4, Scene 12. Silo of Late Reflections. What are we going to do about Conway? I want to know about Conway. Well, they've got the truck working now, at least turned it on. What's this place like, Dogwood Drive? Is it a small town, or... I really don't know. I've got the manifest of the old man in his truck here. Lizette's Antiques. Mail or delivery, no return address. Shipping address 5 Dogwood Drive. Packing list... That's just numbers. I guess the inventory numbers of the antiques he was supposed to be delivering. Anyway, I'm glad you're coming with us. Yes, I'm always eager to see more of the country, and I enjoy the company. I'll have to find a bus or a train or to get on to Nashville by evening. Well, they have buses everywhere, right? Or, hey, I could drive you to Nashville. Seems I have a truck now, only... How are we going to get it up these stairs? That's quite a staircase. Is there another route, a tunnel or something? No way out but up. I guess we'll wait for the mouth to come back around and take us a little further down, but that won't be until late afternoon. Looks like making the rest of this trip on foot. I don't know what's in there. What if it's too much to carry? Nah, we've been loading and unloading gear since the stars were young. We're our own roadies, right? We got expertise. Alright, Cricket, let's get this delivery packed and tied into bundles. We're hiking it upstairs. What's in there? Antiques, I guess. Antiques? Yeah, antiques are... It's like junk, but people will pay for it. Oh. Sorry, I guess you'll be taking the bus after all. It's okay, it'll be an adventure. Shannon sighs and stretches. Tired? Don't worry, lady, we're almost there. Well, let's hope so. Off they go. Starting to unpack the van. Where's Conway? I genuinely am worried about the fact they haven't addressed Conway. Kind of feels wrong to finish this adventure without him, even though they're finishing it in his name. Must be something in the next act. There must be. Don't know when that is. What a way for him to leave. Where are we going next game? End of Act 4. So, that is where they're going to leave it. Unless there's a little snippet. No. There's nothing else there. That is the end of the game as it is so far. We know that Act 5 is coming out this year in 2017. As soon as it comes out, I shall have it for you. But for now, that is the end of Kentucky Route Zero for now. Like I said, I will be coming straight back to it as soon as the next chapter comes out, provided I can afford to buy it, which I should be able to. So, thank you very much for watching the series so far. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Check out the game in the description below. It's a wonderful story. It's not a game in the sense that there's no shooty bang bangs or anything like that. You know, there's not necessarily a fail state, I don't think, but it's such a wonderful journey with some wonderful characters. So, seriously, thank you so much for watching this. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Like I've said, check out the game in the description below. If you have checked out the game, let me know up until the end of Act 4, obviously, what different choices you made, what that's done to your game, how it's different from mine. I would love to hear any comparison stories. Thank you so much for watching. I was me. That was Kentucky Route Zero. It will be coming back as soon as Act 5 comes out. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. Thank you. Beautiful. Yeah, so why I called a computer beautiful? What's your problem?